Have you ever been in a conversation with someone and suddenly you catch them looking at you differently? Their eyes linger just a bit too long on your lips. Their laugh seems a little too loud, and for some reason, they keep fidgeting with their shirt like it's trying to strangle them. You tell yourself, maybe it's something. But deep down, there's this little voice asking, is there more to this? A friend of mine once shared a story that stuck with me. She worked with this guy. This guy's polite, professional, never gave her any clear signals. But then there were these moments where out of nowhere they'll be alone together. During these moments, he'd sit a little too close during conversations, lose his train of thought mid-sentence when talking to her, and always seem to be adjusting his tie or collar around her way too often. She brushed it off for months, just chalking it up to coincidence. Then one day, he confessed his feelings, and everything suddenly clicked. It's a classic case of hindsight is 2020. Looking back, the signs were there all along, but they were so subtle and confusing that they were easy to miss. It's a reminder that sometimes the most important messages are conveyed through actions and not words, and it takes a sharp eye to figure out their true meaning. This is the fascinating thing about attraction. It often lives in the unspoken, in the small gestures and subconscious behaviors that say more than words ever could. If you've ever wondered if someone secretly feels a spark with you but won't say it outright, the clues are usually there, if you know what to look for. Today, we're uncovering 6 deeply psychological and often overlooked signs that someone might be secretly turned on by you. Trust me, once you know what to watch out for, you'll never see interactions the same way again. 1. They focus on your lips. Have you ever caught someone glancing at your lips while you're talking? It's subtle, but it's there, almost like their eyes are having their own private conversation. This isn't just casual curiosity, it's rooted in psychology. The lips are one of the most sensual parts of the body, often associated with intimacy and attraction. When someone is drawn to you on a deeper level, their attention naturally drifts to this area, imagining the possibilities of closing that space between you. When we're attracted to someone, our brains activate areas tied to desire and emotional connection. Glancing at your lips is a subconscious expression of that inner chemistry. If his gaze drops to your lips more than once during a conversation, it's a strong indicator that you're on his mind in ways he might not be ready to admit. 2. They subconsciously lick or bite their lips. Have you noticed someone licking their lips or gently biting them while they're around you? It's one of those tiny gestures that feels insignificant at first, but science says otherwise. Lip licking or biting often occurs as an unconscious reaction to attraction. It's their body's way of responding to excitement, signaling anticipation, or even preparing for something more intimate. When someone finds you irresistible, their nervous system often triggers these small involuntary gestures. It's like their body is prepping for a kiss before their mind actually catches up. This is usually quick. It's just a flick of the tongue or a slight nibble, but if it happens repeatedly when they're talking to you, it's more than just dry lips. 3. Their laugh becomes more exaggerated. Everyone loves someone who can make them laugh, but when someone is secretly turned on by you, their laughter takes on a life of its own. It's louder, lasts longer, and sometimes erupts at things that aren't even that funny. Laughter is a way to bond and show approval, but when attraction is involved, it can become a tool to grab your attention and keep you engaged. It's like their way of saying, I enjoy being around you and I want you to enjoy being around me too. If their laugh feels slightly over the top, or they're consistently the first person to laugh at your jokes, even the bad ones, it's a subtle sign they're trying to impress you. 4. They hesitate or stumble over their words. Even the most confident person can lose their cool when they're around someone they're attracted to. If someone keeps hesitating, stumbling over their words, or completely losing their train of thought, it might be their brain trying to balance the excitement of being near you or with the pressure of trying to act normal. Attraction triggers the release of adrenaline, which can make it harder to focus or articulate thoughts clearly. Their emotions are running ahead of their words, leaving them in a state of endearing fluster. If they pause mid-sentence, laugh nervously, or fumble with their phrasing only when they are talking to you, it's a good bet their feelings are the culprit. 5. They unconsciously touch or expose erogenous zones. Have you ever noticed someone touching their neck, playing with their hair, or adjusting their shirt collar while they're talking to you? These gestures might seem innocent, but they're often rooted in attraction. Areas like the neck, collarbone, or even the wrists are considered erogenous zones, subtle spots associated with intimacy. Exposing or touching these areas subconsciously signals a desire for connection. When someone feels drawn to you, they might use these gestures as a way to highlight their physical appeal without realizing it. It's their body's way of saying, "Look at me," without saying it directly. If these movements happen frequently and only around you, it's likely not just a habit, but an unspoken sign of interest. 6. They respond to your scent. Have you ever had someone linger just a bit too long when they're close to you? Maybe they compliment your perfume or seem unusually attentive when they're near. Our sense of smell is one of the most primal, deeply tied to attraction. Someone who's drawn to you might find your natural scent or even your shampoo irresistible. Scent has a direct connection to their emotional centers of the brain, and certain smells can trigger feelings of comfort, desire, and familiarity. If someone compliments your scent, it's a strong indicator that they're feeling more than casual interest. If they lean in during conversation or seem to notice and remember how you smell, it's a subtle yet undeniable sign they're captivated by you. Guys, attraction isn't always spoken aloud. It's in the little things, the fleeting glances, and the subconscious gestures that reveal more than words ever could. From the way they focus on your lips to how their laugh changes or how they fidget when you're near, these silent cues speak volumes. The beauty of these signs is their honesty. They're hard to fake and often happen without the person even realizing it. So, the next time you're wondering if someone feels a spark around you, don't just listen to what they say. Watch what they do. Their body and actions might be telling you everything you need to know.